morning, everybody.
Hello, it is Christmas morning. I'm Jay Mazzy, and I'm here with one of my daughters, Maddie Mazzy, and today we are making a Christmas prime rib. It's one of the traditional dishes that people often do, and I'm going to use the smoker. So right here what we've got is a
prime rib.
Yep, and I dry brined it. I put a rub on it 2 days ago, and I put it in the fridge to help let some of the moisture evaporate off. This, I weighed this morning with it in my arms, and that with the tray is roughly 14 pounds. So it's going to take a minute to cook. We're going to try to go low and slow at 225, and it's going to be very important that we use meat probes so that we know the temps. All right, guys, welcome to Mazzy's Mess. All right, guys, we've got the smoker turned on, and it has to come up to heat of 225. So to start our Christmas morning off, Gloria is going to try the specialty loaf by Members Mark at Sam's Club, caramelized banana pecan. All right, Gloria, why don't you open that up and put it right here on our Christmas plate.
Okay.
Take the whole metal part out. Okay. Now we got to get it out of that metal.
Yeah.
All right. Through the power of pausing and editing, we were able to get it out of there and onto the Christmas plate.
Yes.
All right, Gloria.
Okay.
Why don't you cut yourself a slice?
Okay. Here, we'll go from right here.
You want that side?
Well, I need the camera to see it.
Sure.
Okay.
It doesn't
Then
matter.
We'll go right here.
You can go wherever you want. No, you got no. Okay, how about you video? I'll cut.
Okay. We're gonna switch. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Guys, I'm not the best cook.
Oh, all right.
I'm close.
Take this like this.
Okay.
Just like this. Okay. Well.
Trying to get a good slice because you said there was caramel. Okay, there we go. Then we got our Snoopy Christmas plate.
All right.
Look at it. There we go.
Come over here and we'll get your taste. Oh, you got a finger in there. Get you a taste test reaction. Okay. What do you think about the Members Mark caramelized banana bread? Pecan.
Okay, well, I'm usually not a fan of bread, but I really like this. This tastes like really good.
Okay.
Caramel has always been one of my favorite dressings or
Right.
type of candy. So I give this 7.5 out of 10.
7.5 out of 10. Okay. You think Maddie might want to taste it?
Yeah. Where is she?
I don't know. Go grab her.
Okay.
All right, guys. Members Mark, 7.5 out of 10. Here's the bread. It's encrusted with pecans, and it's been drizzled over with caramel. Little Miss Maddie is here, and she's going to try the bread and let us know what she thinks.
It has caramel and it mixed with banana bread.
Right.
Okay.
What do you think about it?
7.5.
Out of 10. What's a score out of 10?
8.5.
Yeah, 8.5. So that's one of the best breads you've had. All right, guys. You heard it here from Mazzy's Mess. If you like a delicious banana bread, go ahead and get to Sam's Club and get you the specialty loaf for the season. And try this caramelized pecan banana bread brought to you by Members Mark. All right. This smoker's still heating up. We'll come back to you and add that. Once it's ready, we'll just get in there and I'll kind of show you how we get it set up, and I'll walk you through so that you have a perfect prime rib every time. All right, bye. All right, here we are. Here's the prime rib coming on over here to the smoker. I'm going to try to collect some of the juice for the au jus, so I have it on a rack. I've removed the top rack so that it'll fit, which is just barely. When you're working with a piece of meat this large, you definitely want to use your temperature probes, and this is, I'm going to use 2 of them. So we're looking for the thickest, widest spot, which is about right here. And I'm going to bury this thing because I want the internal temp. of the thickest spot. And because I have two, I'm going to go ahead to the other side.
Okay.
Right over here. And we're going to put in a second one. Again, the tallest, thickest spot here. As close to the middle as you can. And just bury this bad boy all the way there. Alright, here we go.
Okay.
So now I've got this in. Alright, I'll take over the videoing.
Okay.
Okay, we got 225 degrees. The temperature has dropped because I've got it open for so long. I'm going to push this a little farther back and collect the smoke up. Alright, and that's what we got here. Maddie, come on over here. Alright, so what were the things that I said that were important on a prime rib?
So the needle things, you need to stab it in the biggest spot closest to the middle. And
right.
if it doesn't fit, take off the top rack.
Yep. So we have it on low and slow at 225, so we're going to produce a lot of smoke. The internal temperature of the meat right now is 47 degrees. When that gets to probably about 105, we'll pull it out and we'll do the next step. Sound good, ladies?
Yes! Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, we're preparing the stove to make all of our sides. I've got my Mazzy helper here.
Gloria.
Are you going to look at the camera?
Oh, sorry.
As you can imagine, when you're using a big stove like this and cooking for 8 people every day, the oils and everything build up rather quick. So we're stripping down the stove, getting everything ready so that we can get to work on a clean surface. Look at that. That scrub daddy after trying
Was
to wipe
brand
it.
new.
He says hello.
Yeah,
All right,
he says
guys.
he wishes.
All right, we have been going for about 25-30 minutes, and as you see, the temps are still 46, 47. That's why these probes are super duper important, because it takes away the guessing game, right? Like, oh, how long has it been in? Is it good enough? Plus, it's going to add a lot of flavor. It's going to slowly break down that fat to make that prime rib even better. All right. All right, guys. So I've started the next step. We're about 82 to 85 degrees on the internal probe. When it got around 78, I started this with a simple Pyrex. And I added some dried thyme, dried rosemary, a couple of scoops of just garlic that's already minced that comes in a jar. And I microwaved that, 20 seconds, 15 to 20 seconds at a time until the butter started to melt. And then I placed it here just to get enough heat and boiling going that it kind of cooks the garlic and infuses all the flavors. Now, we're going to take this outside and go to the next step, which is going to be gently bathing that dry brined prime rib with this mix. All right, be right back. All right, so here we are. You see it's still boiling in there. That Pyrex holds the heat. We're going to open this guy up. Come on over so that you can see the prime rib. You're putting your fingers, I think, in front of the camera, so be careful.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
so this is what we got. You definitely want to have. Let's see if I can pull this out. Oh, I should have had another hot glove.
Do you want me to get one?
It's a little hot. All right, there we go.
How is he touching that?
You definitely want to have a tray under it when you do this, because the last thing you want to do is start a grease fire. Now, the reason I did this, Gloria, can you go grab me that fork real quick?
Yes.
What the Pyrex is, it's holding the heat. It's still slightly cooking without over browning anything. I can mix it and I can just pour it because I don't want to. This crust that's just now starting to form with that dry brine, I don't want to disturb that. I don't want it to crack off and break. I want that to stay. So by using a little measuring cup, I can just gently pour those herbs and spices and that butter, which is going to help it brown,
Yes.
right on top.
Smells like chicken noodle soup. Tasty.
It smells like rosemary and thyme.
I love butter.
and garlic.
Our
Look at
family
that.
loves butter, so.
Look at that. I'm not even going to have to use all of this, so I can just stir that
And
around
that's
some
fine.
more.
If you use too much, then you can always make more.
Right.
Really
Well, what I'm
simple.
saying is I probably won't use all of this, which means that I have something for our potatoes and everything else.
Yes.
So look, take a look at that. Get a good shot of how this dry brine has soaked up that beautiful butter. So it's going to caramelize now, okay? So she's going to video that while I do this. And then all we're going to do is if you see that we've collected all that extra fat right there in the bottom, that's definitely going to help with the au jus, okay?
Yes.
All right, let's just push this back in. The temps are dropping, so we're going to carefully, it's hard to move that
Always
much.
have a parent help you.
Yeah.
You never want to burn
We're
yourself.
going to put that right back in there.
Yeah.
And now we're going to cook until we get to 105 degrees. All right, ladies, get by this. All right, we're gonna cook this till we get to 105 degrees. And at 105 degrees, we'll take it out and we'll tent it. And then we'll let it rest. And while it rests for about 30 minutes to an hour, we're going to crank this heat up to 500 to get that final crust, okay?
So, yes. So the caramelizing is just going to help extra flavoring?
Oh, absolutely. We're using the Maillard effect.
Okay.
All right, here's Goldie. She's one of my little bantams, and whenever she sees me, she comes up because she thinks that I have a treat for her. She's like, oh, Mr. Man is here. She's funny because she'll eat out of your hand and come eat, but she does not like to be touched or picked up. Let me say, come here. Oh, there she goes. But then she doesn't go nowhere. She comes right back. All right, that's our silly girl. Oh, look. Maddie's somehow tricking her.
Me. Hi, baby.
Boy. Yeah, that's the eyes of distrust, and she's wondering, what do you guys have? All right, guys, well, we'll come back with the next step. All right, guys, here we are. We're getting pretty close. You see that each side is a little different. So somewhere around 105 to 107 when we kind of average it out. So if one's at 107, the other side's at 105, whatever, I'll pull it then. You just want to kind of average it to about 105. And then from there, we're going to tent it and let it rest. During that resting process, we're going to crank this bad boy up to 500 degrees to get that caramelization there. Once that's an internal temperature of about 120 to 122, we'll take it out and we're going to rest it again because it's going to go up anywhere between 10 and 15 degrees because of how thick the cut of meat is. So that's going to be your carryover. Once we're done with that, in fact, once I pull it for that rest, we're going to start making the side dishes. Okay, guys, we are getting close. So what I'm going to do is for this section here, you don't have to do it this way, but when I do it, I'm going to turn this all the way down to smoke only setting, which lasts usually about 165 to 185. So it's going to pull that heat down slowly, and it's going to give me a little bit more smoke flavor and a little bit more room for the thermometers to catch up to each other. It might be too close to actually do anything at all. Maybe I should have done this around 95, 98 degrees, but we'll see. It's not going to harm the prime rib because I'm going to pull it around 105 either way. I'm just trying to add a little bit more of that smoke now that the temp has been up enough to render some of that collagen. All right, guys. All right, Mazzy's Mess. Jason coming back here. All right, Mazzy's Mess. Jason coming back here. It's about 2:30 on a Christmas. Right here on the left, we've got some Christmas wine. We've got a Dow Cabernet Sauvignon 2023 purchased at Sam's Club when my father was here over Thanksgiving. It's been chilling, and we've decided we're going to give this a taste and see how well it might pair with that prime rib. Be right back. Okay, there's the Dow. There's the wine glass. Let's give this a swirl. Looks nice. All right. Let's give this a taste. Well, due to some lighting errors and the way the video switched when I went over, I was sideways and you couldn't see anything. So, round two. Here it is. Swirled it. You got some good, thick, heavy legs forming. See how thick those are? It's very fruit-like. Dark fruits, raisin. Boy, my beard looks freaking weird as heck. Well, it's the lighting. Dark fruits, raisin, definitely a little like jammy blackberry. And let's go with it. Definitely pick up that raisin. Very dark fruit forward, but enough tannins that it cleans up at the end. I think that this is going to be a perfect pairing for the prime rib. All right, we'll see yet because the smoker's just about ready now. All right, guys, it's getting darn close. I got 102 on one side, 106 on the other, 107 going back and forth. We're right about there. Unfortunately, I've got a storm starting to blow in. It was such a beautiful, nice day. It was 65 degrees out, which is very odd for December in South Dakota. But as you look right over there, these clouds are coming in. The wind is absolutely picked up. It's fixing to be a big storm with a lot of probable precipitation. We're probably looking at rain here. I was going to show you all the setting it up with the foil and all that. But what I'm going to do instead is we're going to bring it inside and do it there. So I'm going to get some hot gloves, pull this. I do want to show you this. We had a windstorm with 140 mile an hour winds. Blew my trees down. Literally split this tree vertically. Look at that bad boy. It's probably really windy, you can't hear. We got a lot of trees knocked down, and these winds are starting to pick up. So I think it's going to be better to do this inside, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to finish smoking this outside, because when your winds are real heavy like this, pellet grills can struggle. All right, guys, we'll catch you next. All right, here's the prime rib. It is way too windy outside now to finish the rest of it. Matt and Gloria, you come over here. So this is the same stuff I used before. I'm going to add a little bit more. It was rosemary, thyme, garlic. What I forgot to tell you is I also added cracked pepper in there. Large chunks on a coarse grind. So we're going to add a little bit more of this butter. A little bit more of that butter. Let it slowly soak in to that dry rub. So we got some black pepper, we got the rosemary, we got the thyme, we got the garlic. It is gonna be delicious. All right, everything there looks like it's good and moist. We'll use that for something else. So now, make sure we wrap this bad boy. And I've kept the probes in so that I can set that back up after this is rested for a while. I can set this back up very, very quickly and be exactly where I need to be on the temps, because you don't want to overcook it. Now, some people like a more medium. So if you like more medium, maybe let it get to about 130 degrees before you pull it the next time and retent it. Because you're getting, like I said earlier, 10 to 15 degrees of heat rise. So you might want that. I like mine more medium rare to rare. So we're going to try to pull ours around 120. And that should give us a finishing temp of anywhere between 130 and 135. So I've done one this way. I'm going to do another one the other way because there's still some openings. I highly recommend you buy this commercial tinfoil. I get mine again at Sam's Club. You get these long, wide, big rolls. And there we go. So we've got it tented. We've got it covered. We're going to allow it to retain its heat during this rise. And during that time, after about 30 minutes, I'm going to crank that oven back up to 500 degrees. And then when I transfer this back to the oven, what we'll do from there is we will start with the sides and start videotaping those. What do you think about that, Grace?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about this giant steak right here?
It looks good.
I like it.
All right. This is a T-bone that I got from Midwestern Meat Locker up in Newell, South Dakota. Some of the best quality meat I've ever had. This is over 2 inches thick. It is an awesome, awesome thing. I got it dry aging in the fridge, but I needed some room, so I pulled it out. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the flip. All right, it's been 30 minutes, and this is a quick update. So now that it's been 30 minutes, I'm going to go restart the wood burner outside and see if I can get that up to temp with all these winds. All right, we'll catch you. All right, guys, I have 10 pounds of peeled and chopped potatoes here. And they're going to the stove. All right, who wants to carry these over to the stove for me?
Okay.
Okay, grab them up. Bring them to the stove.
Okay.
We got him, we got him, we got him. Okay, here we are.
Oh, no. It's
We
not.
got the stove.
Okay, there we go.
I got that there. Okay, we're going to add them to this pot, which so far has frozen cream, because I freeze all my extra cream that I bought for that carnivore diet, which I've been doing, but I'm on a break. I've got the cream in here and some water, just slowly warming up to get all the liquids, okay? So we're going to add 10 pounds in here, and then we will cover the rest with just butter and a little bit of water. All right, Gloria, do you think you can get those in here?
Just pour them in.
Pour them in slowly. They are splashing. There we go. Okay, as we see, we need a little more water and a little more butter. We're close, and we're going to add salt to this. Hey, Gloria, don't run away yet, brother.
Okay, I got water.
I need that salt.
So,
Start opening waters.
let's go.
Okay.
All of it. Oh, okay.
So we need some salt in here.
Can I pour the water?
Yeah, go ahead, start.
Yay,
There you go.
Matt, let me pour some. How much do we need?
Keep going. I'll tell you when.
Okay, Matt, I'm pouring this one. Okay.
Wait, make sure you get all the water out.
Okay.
One more, I think, will do it. Perfect. So now I'm going to crank the heat up on this bad boy and get this to start boiling, and then we will be where we need to be. I'm going to add a pound of butter, because this is an all-in-one dish where we cook everything together and then we whip it. All right, guys. All right, guys, we got Maddie back. We got the potatoes. They are half drained. We cooked them in a series of 1/3 water, 1/3 butter, 1/3 cream. Okay, we're going to start getting the smashing going with the old school model of here we go. So as these mash and come together, we may have to add more fluid, which is what I've already drained out the cream water mixture. We've got Maddie going. Gloria's on deck, ready to go next.
It's making me really hot.
Yeah, it's going to be hot. Look at all that steam coming off. All right, you want to switch to Gloria, who's got more muscles?
Gosh, I feel like I'm sweating.
Yeah, so after we do this, we'll take the whip and we'll whip it. There you go. Go, Globy, go, Globy, go. Go, Globy, go, Globy, go.
No, my turn.
Let's turn it. There you go. Get all them other potatoes that aren't done yet. It's a group effort here in the Mazzy mess. Teresa just put in the green bean casserole. Let's open the oven. Oh, just started. There you go. Yep. Stir it around. Smash them. Take turns.
Yep. Okay. Oh, I feel wet. I told
That's
you.
the steam.
Oh, I feel wet.
Steam's collecting on your clothes.
Ew. It's like a cloud.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
It's evaporation, and then it turns into condensation, and then precipitation.
There you go. Look at my smart science nerds.
It's called the water cycle.
That's correct.
Oh, the pan feels warm.
There's a lot of
Don't
cycles.
touch it. You'll burn yourself.
There's
Oh, it's not
technically a
hot.
cycle for everything. Weather
Is it my turn?
cycle. Hold on.
Ew, looks like we put our fingers in there.
No, it's the,
Yeah, it's
the
the
masher.
Okay.
So I'll grab the whip next, and we'll whip it together.
It's mashed.
Okay, someone take this.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Big time.
Hopefully I don't drop the phone.
No, yeah, do not drop the phone into here.
It's fine, I won't, I promise.
Okay.
Looks like mac and cheese from this angle, but here is our mashed potatoes.
Now I gotta find the whip. We had earlier. John had it.
I don't know if you guys can see the steam, but it's really steaming. Ooh, it looks like chicken, and then from this angle, it looks like mac and cheese.
chicken.
Okay, so
'Kay.
back up a little bit. I gotta
Yep.
find a plug.
We're cooking for Christmas Day. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we're whisking.
Let's see.
Okay. I don't want you to drop it. Like, don't do it. That wouldn't be good.
So now we're whipping it together.
Yep.
The potatoes are coming together. Get the stool.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the phone.
Okay,
Maddie's
you
getting
need the stool.
Yep.
We have to add some of that cream back, okay?
Yes. Ow! My ankles! They're broken.
Get on the stool,
I'm
nerd.
trying. My toe got stuck
Okay,
inside of
it's
it.
looking a little dry. You add some back in.
Yep, let me move the stool. That way my dad can still whisk.
Can you see everything?
Yes. So if you can match it.
All right, guys, so here it is. Gloria accidentally hit the stop button. So we added some of that cream and milk back in.
Ow! Flicking at me.
It's hot.
Yeah, and it's flicking.
Okay, so we've got a lot of air beat into this right now. So what we're gonna do is finish up and put the lid on, and it's gonna stiffen back up because that starch is gonna come back together. And then we'll make a beef gravy out of the au jus from the prime rib.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we're having trouble keeping the heat up. The wind is super strong, but we're going to go ahead and try to finish this off in here. I'm going to hand this phone off while I put the prime rib in. Okay. Let's plug these back in. We got 106 internal temperature on that one, 105. Oh no, they're even on this one. So they've come up to the heat. So now we're gonna wait till it's about 120. Give it a chance to really caramelize any of that stuff that's in there, okay? Sorry, there's my hand. We're gonna caramelize that back up, get that heat up, and hopefully that'll toast up the outside. It'll keep the amount of the gray meat down, and it'll keep the internal temperature right at that medium rare section, which is what we're looking for, okay? The wind is playing a game with us on the smoke, but I think we're going to have the most amazing prime rib of all. So far, we've got mashed potatoes and green bean casserole. Let's get to making maybe a cranberry sauce, which I have fresh cranberries in the fridge. We have bought them at Thanksgiving, so hopefully they're still good. Let's see what's going on. Okay, Mazzy's Mess, here we go. We are going to make our own delicious homemade cranberry sauce. It's super simple to do. It is 1 bag of cranberries in that pot. There you go. It is 1 cup of sugar. It is 1 squeezed lemon. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it hard as you can. There you go. Harder, 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 harder. There you go. Now switch it out.
Oh, that was hard.
It is hard. That's why lemon squeezers are vital.
I mean, they're really way easier to use, I guess. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Okay,
These for
1
strong
squeezed lemon.
people.
Go, 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 go. There you go. Strong people.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 zest of lemon.
Okay, here you go.
Put that in there. Get all them little lemon zest in. And 1 cup of water. And now all we do is put that on the stove and boil it, and then let it cool.
Yeah.
All right, we got it to the stove. It's starting here. We're gonna get boiling. You want to put the lid on it and then let it just sit there and simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Pull it off and let it cool. All right, we're gonna give this a quick stir just to mix all the sugar and all the lemon zest together. This is very close to the recipe that's on the bag, but I always suggest putting a little lemon in it and lemon zest. It's really just going to elevate it. And here we go. Okay, we are back to the prime rib. We are at 480 degrees. It's struggling to get up, but we're at 107 internal temperature. Okay, we're going to let this cook until that gets to 120, and then we're going to stop it and wrap it so that we get that perfect medium rare all the way through. Now that we're done doing this, let's start with the yams. Gloria's chopping up the yams, putting them in here. Coming over here, we got this pan right here, and we're about to start the asparagus. Okay, I just added the cheese and some of that on top of that French onion, so that's about done. Oh, all right, guys. So we're going to use this. We're going to come over here. Everything's a mess now. We had it clean and everything's messy, so we'll have to clean it up after. We're going to add a little bit of avocado oil. Really, really high smoke point. And what are we going to do? We're going to make asparagus. Let me get those trimmed. Okay, lift it up. All right, here we go. So, we got a little bit of the avocado oil refined because of the high smoke point, okay? On top of that, I'm going to put a little bit of this already pre-minced garlic to make it easy. This is going to cook rather quickly. We're going to add a little bit more right on top. And then we come in with the salt and the pepper, okay? Lift it up higher. The camera, like this. There you go. Boom. Okay, we got to find the pepper here. So this is the asparagus. It's quick, it's easy, and that's it. Okay, so we got the salt, we got the pepper, and all we do now is grab a thing of tongs. Move that around. I've got it on high heat right now while we get ready. Okay. It's okay. I'm going to turn that down to medium. So what I did was I cut off all the bottoms. So the bottoms are a lot more woody. And I'm feeding those to my chickens. You can make an asparagus broth. A lot of people like that. I'm going to just do it like this. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And I'm going to try to find a lid. There you go. Look at that lid right there. It's going to trap some of that heat in there and create a steam. And then we're going to steam them through with a little bit of caramelization on the bottom. If you look right here, we got the yams going. That's butter and cream from when we made the mashed potatoes. We'll get those boiling and we'll put them directly into a casserole. We'll strain them out. And then we'll put the marshmallows, brown sugar, and all the good stuff on there. All right, guys. Thanks. All right, we got all the sides going that I can think of. I might be wrong. Oh, in fact, I haven't even made a salad yet, but that's quick. That's easy at the end. Here we are, having trouble staying at 500. The wind keeps blowing the heat away. Doesn't go above 500, so it's having an issue keeping up. If it was a 550 grill, then you can set it at 510, you get that 500. But here we go. We've got 112 on one side, we've got 108 on the other. Once this hits 120, we are pulling it. And about that time, we got to let it rest for 30-40 minutes. So that's perfect time for me to get all the rest of the sides completely done. Okay, just pulled the green bean casserole. We'll add a couple extra onions to the top, and we'll get that on the table and let it cool for dinner. Okay, here we go. So these have been going. I'm going to turn them a little bit. I'm going to get this asparagus, which has been steamed because I put that lid on and turned it down. We're going to go ahead and get this spread out as best we can. I'm going to turn the heat up real high and try to blow out some of that moisture. Give it a little bit of that Maillard effect, that browning that you get, which you convert the sugars to starches. That's the whole point of cooking, is the balance between what you're making and how it's going to reflect. Here we go. Sorry, I dropped my towel, so I had to bend down here. So here we go. Now we got that high heat with that oil, but there's moisture in there, right? So we want to boil that moisture out and create a little bit of a browning effect on the side of this asparagus. It won't take long. All right, here we go. So what we got here is most of the moisture is already out. We'll give this a quick flip. Got all that garlic right there, right? Give this a few more minutes, and what we'll do is just transfer it to that. Why would we take the time to even bother and transfer it to this plate? Well, if I put this on the table, I can use a hot pan. It's going to keep it a little hotter, but it's still going to keep cooking, and we don't want to overcook the asparagus. All right, guys, this is ready to transfer. See that little browning right there? That's the Maillard effect. You got browning on here. We'll put this in this Christmas platter here, so it goes ahead and just starts cooling down without overcooking. And we'll go put that on the Christmas table. So I'm getting some wildly different readings, about 6 degrees, as you see right here. So I just flipped this roast 180 degrees. I don't know, whatever I did. I flipped it to the opposite side to see if there was a hot pot side issue. We're getting 120 on the right, 119, 113. We'll go ahead and get this it's a little cooled off. We'll let this sit here for another about 4 or 5 minutes, and then we're going to pull it and tent it. All right, guys, I pulled it from the smoker. It is so hot, so good. And the butter and everything is rendered so dark, I'm not even sure I'm going to make an au jus out of it. It's split. That happens sometimes with that fat cap. So, this is it after the fact. Here's everything on the table that we're working with, so it needs to be cleaned up. I'm going to cover this and let it come to temp. Okay, guys, these sweet potatoes are fork tender, little bit of resistance, which is what you want. I'm just going to kind of try to level them back out. And what I'm doing is I've got the butter in the microwave. It's already soft. I'm going to do a little cheat here. Usually you put that in whole, right? But dinner is almost complete. So I'm trying to melt it a little bit so I can just pour it on there. And I have to add some spices like your cloves and your cinnamon and your nutmeg. Then we'll get that in the oven baking for about 10 minutes. And then after that, we're going to add the marshmallows on top because that sounds delicious. All right, guys, be right back. Okay, I've got the butter. Yeah, that's a lot of butter. That's 2 sticks of butter, but it's like 5 pounds of yams. Dude, this is Christmas. Butter is the spirit of the season, okay? You cannot have too much butter during this season. Alright, we're doing the seasonings. We got the nutmeg. Gotta make sure everything has a little bit of nutmeg, okay? We've got the cloves. Be a little bit light with the cloves because cloves are strong. And we've got the cinnamon. Okay, so we're going to bake this for a minute, and then after it gets baked a little bit, we're going to go ahead and add the marshmallows. Okay, so dinner is almost done. We've got a lot of things going on, including, look at this, a little leaf bug who's decided to hang out in here. Cilantro smelling stink bugs. They live inside during the winter. We are going to open another bottle. So we tried the Dow.
Is this champagne?
We've got this we have a French bottle right here. Back from Thanksgiving, was put in the fridge, so it's a little cold.
Okay.
We're going to start with this here.
Gonna have fun with it.
Well,
Pop.
this is the Members Mark. And again, I'm not sponsored by Sam's Club, but if you're watching, feel free. We're going to try this Sam's Club Cabernet. So the Dow has really opened up. The dark fruits and the raisin is super, super present. This Cabernet is very cold. It was in the fridge. It has not warmed up yet. It is their private reserve. Let's take a look and see what we get after a good spin in the glass.
Can I try?
No.
No, not on video. We're Italian,
No,
but we
not
can't be
drinking,
that
spin it.
Italian.
Can I-
Oh,
Spinning it.
sure. Let's see.
Be careful.
I didn't mean drink it.
Okay, there we go. So, look at this. We're going to bring it all the way to the top. Here's the legs. They're starting to come down. They're thick. They're wide.
Looks
Okay.
like grape juice.
Let's see. A lot lighter than the Dow. A lot more blackberry and currant. Less raisin, though at the end there's a little bit of raisin. It is still cold, so it has not opened up. Oh, I'm sloshing it, which is the worst. Good. Let's try it.
Almost in one gulp.
Very jammy and fruit forward. Hint of raisin on the back. And there's enough tannins that it cleans your palate. So again, I think this is going to be another wine that will go well with the prime rib that we're making. We are so close to the end, folks. We're going to clear this table. We're going to put everything together. And then we're going to show you what a Mazzy's Mess Christmas dinner looks like. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. All right, guys. We're going to pull this out. We've had some baking time with those spices. Now is the fun part. We're going to add the brown sugar throughout. Then we're going to throw some marshmallows on top.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
Oh, yeah. It's most people's favorite part.
Well, brown sugar is my favorite part, but the marshmallow is my second.
There we go.
Love brown sugar.
So here we go. We got us some brown sugar. We'll keep pushing that all the way around. That will caramelize right into there. No, you don't need a handful of brown sugar, my friend. Okay, so that's about enough brown sugar right there. Whoo, that's hot, and I'm going to push it. Let me grab those mallows of bulk.
The yummy brown sugar.
Right. We got spices.
Can I pour some on?
No.
Aw.
You can videotape, though.
That's not enough. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. We're making a mess. Making a mess with these mallows of marsh.
We're baking a mess.
We're making a Mazzy's mess right here.
Yes.
Let's push these down.
Yeah.
No. Videotape. Get your hand back.
am.
Get this back.
Okay.
You're ruining it, dude.
I'm getting distracted by the sugar, guys.
Yeah. She is a sugarholic.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to push these in. My finger is on fire because I just touched whatever they're called. Sweet
Yam.
potato.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
they're called yam.
So after we get these started, we will let her eat all the marshmallows. Welcome back to Mazzy's Mess. We're joined by all of the Mazzies here. And this is a Mazzy's Mess Christmas dinner. We've got the prime rib, we've got the mashed potatoes, we got the yams, we got the asparagus, we got the delicious green bean casserole. We got crostinis. We got pecan cranberry bread. We got sourdough. We have homemade cranberry sauce. We have a delicious dipping with balsamic vinegar and herbs and everything else. We've got our Christmas plates. We've got everything. All right, I'm going to cut into this prime rib. So someone's going to come over here and hold this very carefully. Nope, your fingers are in it. Okay, let's see how this prime rib turned out. do the end slice.
So is this steak or ham?
That's a prime rib.
It's a
What
rib.
is that?
A rib.
Of what
Prime
animal?
rib and steak.
Oh, okay.
There it is.
Yeah, guys.
Good, guys. Here we go. So that's the end piece, which is going to cook faster, obviously. Hold on. Let me pull that up. Look at that.
Okay.
A perfect medium rare
Oh, good
right
angle.
there. And as you get in more, it's going to be more rare. So we got that cooked all the way across. I'll put this back up. So, to all of you from Mazzy's Mess, Merry Christmas. We are happy to have you with us. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And we're going to say our Christmas prayer. Heavenly Father, be with us, watch over us, protect us, and keep us safe. Thank you for sending your Son, Jesus Christ, here to die on the cross for us. Thank you for his birth. Thank you, Lord, that you had selected Mary as the holy chosen vessel. We love you, Lord. We submit to you, and we pray your will be done to the rest of us. Thank you, Lord. Thank you so much. In Jesus' holy name we pray, amen. And welcome to Mazzy's Mess.